Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today we continue to build decks led by the legendary creatures from the Final Fantasy set. Leading today's deck is the main villain of Final Fantasy XVI, Ultima, Origin of Oblivion. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Ultima, Origin of Oblivion is a 5-mana 4/4 legendary god with flying. Whenever Ultima attacks, we put a blight counter on target land. For as long as that land has a blight counter on it, it loses all land types and abilities and has tap, add 1 colorless. Additionally, whenever we tap a land for colorless, we add an additional colorless mana. The two things every commander deck wants to do is draw cards and ramp. So when you have a commander that does one of those things, you're in luck. But I did want to talk a little bit about Ultima, specifically his Blight ability and how it ties into Final Fantasy XVI. Spoilers, and I'm talking massive game-ending spoilers for Final Fantasy XVI. Consider yourself warned. The Blight is a world-ending disaster that devours the land and makes it uninhabitable. At first, our characters are led to believe that the Mother Crystals are responsible for creating the Blight, but eventually, Clive discovers the truth. Millennia ago on another world, a race of gods discovered magic. They could channel Aether to change the very fabric of reality. But they soon discovered that magic comes with a price. The Blight. So to escape the Blight, they fled to another world and continued to practice magic. Only the Blight once again found them. So they hatched a plan. They would create humans, and one day a powerful human would be born. Ultima planned to take that human's power for his own and use it to cast a spell. A spell that would destroy all of humanity, but create a new world free from the Blight. So, a quick note about the budget for this deck. Colorless cards are popular, but also expensive. Sure, there are some cheap ones, but those aren't very good. If you're insistent on making a colorless deck, be prepared to apologize to your wallet. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. The Return to Earth Boulder series is unique in that they are made almost entirely of renewable resources rather than plastic. And lately, Ultimate Guard has been printing these not just in solid colors, but with artist print, like the new Squaros series. As part of a set, you can call upon all of the Justice League to protect your commander decks, like this one featuring the Flash. Pick yours up today at your local game store, or order it on Amazon. Link down below. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lanes and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm currently streaming over on Gaming with Danon as well as Twitch. It'll mostly be Final Fantasy XIV, but you're more than welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. Our land base consists of Urza's Saga, Ugin's Labyrinth, Inventor's Fair, Rogue's Passage, War Room, Shrine of the Forsaken Gods, Sanctum of Ugin, Scavenger Grounds, and 29 Wastes. Not too shabby for a colorless deck. For mana ramp, we've got Eternity Elevator, Forsaken Monument, Soul Ring, Mind Stone, Thought Vessel, Liquid Metal Torque, Felwar Stone, Prismatic Lens, Basalt Monolith, Worn Power Stone, Thrawn Dynamo, Everflowing Chalice, Hedron Archive, Dreamstone Hedron, Stonespeaker Crystal, Wayfarer's Bauble, Solemn Simulacrum, and Palladium Mirror. One of lots of ways to generate colorless mana. Our card advantage package consists of the Endstone, Mystic Forge, Kozilek, Butcher of Truth, Kozilek, the Broken Reality, Sensei's Divining Top, Mind's Eye, Planar Bridge, the Immortal Sun, Ugin's Mastery, and Kozilek, the Great Distortion. Wait, Danon, you've put Eldrazi in here? It's fine, dear viewer. A couple Titans never hurt anyone. For interaction and spot removal, we've got Summon Bahamut, Ugin, Eye of the Storm, Kozilek's Command, Eldritch Immunity, Null Elemental Blast, Warping Whale, Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger, Ulamog the Infinite Gyre, Desecrate Reality, Eldrazi Confluence, and Rise of the Eldrazi. Lots of ways to keep the board clear. Our board wipes consist of All Is Dust, Nevinyrral's Disc, and Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Yeah, they're mean. What of it? The core of our deck consists of Anti-Causal Vestige, Tezzeret Cruel Captain, Zuladok Voidgorger, Glaring Fleshraker, Liberator Urza's Battlethopter, Wandering Archaic, Ulamog the Defiler, Emrakul the Promised End, Void Winnower, It That Betrays, Sire of Seven Deaths, Eldrazi Conscription, and Breaker of Creation. Supporting our plan, we've also got Commander's Plate, Lightning Greaves, Swiftfoot Boots, Whisper Silk Cloak, Darksteel Monolith, God Pharaoh Statue, and Lithoform Engine. Wanted some fun shenanigans and protection for our commander. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 56 mana sources split between 37 lands, 18 pieces of ramp, and our commander. Heavy, but our curve is high, so it's fine. 10 pieces of card advantage, 11 pieces of interaction, 3 board wipes, 1 piece of graveyard hate in Scavenger Grounds, several sudden I win cards in the form of Eldrazi Titans. The Titans are some of the biggest, scariest creatures in Magic, and our commander allows us to get them onto the battlefield that much quicker. We create an absurd amount of mana and slam game-ending creatures designed to elicit groans and terror from our opponents. What else could you expect from a villainous god? Are you building an Ultima Origin of Oblivion commander deck? What's your secret deck tech? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also want to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Muffins, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alix, Borgie, Nazwin, Conga, Robert Pye, Kazaris, Patrick, Tiz, Art, Richard, Sint, Boomy, Osira, Justin, Golden Walker, Captain Hammer, Yori, and Sleech. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.